Hi guys, my name is Amrish. You are watching Gourmet at Home. There are some vegetables in the market which are available once or twice in a year. Either they are very seasonal or they are very local. Vegetables like turmeric leaves, green papaya, green banana, jackfruit, yam. But when we see these vegetables, we are not confident how we can use them in our kitchen. In my coming videos, I will be sharing some of the interesting recipes prepared from these vegetables. But in today's video, I have selected green papaya. So I will be making the koftas from green papaya, and the name of the dish is Handi Kofta Curry. So let's start preparing the recipe of kofta curry. For this recipe of Handi Kofta Curry, we will be requiring some grated onions, tomatoes, ginger, garlic, powdered spices like turmeric powder, chili powder, green cardamom and coriander powder. And we will be making the koftas with some grated papaya, fresh coriander, ginger, fennel powder. So we will start by adding approximately 4 tablespoons of oil to the cooking pot. So once the oil is hot, I will add 2 tablespoons of cumin seeds, followed by grated onions, after adding the onions, I will be adding 1 teaspoon of salt. You could have also used the chopped onions for this gravy, but the grated onions will save your time and also it will give a nice texture to the gravy towards the end. Handi Kofta Curry is a very home style gravy, but we will be giving a little richness towards the end with some cashew nut paste and cream. Now we can see at this stage the onions are almost golden brown. So I will add 1 tablespoon of chopped garlic, approximately 1/4 of a tablespoon of chopped green chilies, which is close to like 1 long green chili, and half a tablespoon of chopped ginger. After the ginger and garlic, I will add 3 teaspoons of coriander powder. After adding the coriander powder to the onions, I will cook it for 2 to 3 minutes. Now after the coriander powder, I will be going with the grated tomatoes. And now we will continue cooking the masala on a slow flame for 10 to 15 minutes until the oil starts coming on the side. I have seen the use of green papaya first time in Thai kitchen, where they were making the salad from the shredded papaya. I thought of using the same vegetable in my kitchen and we introduced this curry in the menu. Green papaya comes with lot of benefits. They contains an enzyme which helps in breaking down the protein, fats and carbohydrates. They are rich in fiber, good in vitamins, and also they helps in digestion and reducing the weight. There are different recipes that you can prepare from green papaya. You can stuff them in parathas, again you can make salads, you can make chutneys and pickle from green papaya. Papaya is also used in marination as a tenderizer in most of the Indian kebab recipes. Now this cooking of onion and tomato is very important for a smooth curry or a gravy, because these onions and tomatoes, they have got fibers in them and they take time to cook and dissolve in the curry. Now we can see at this stage the masala is slowly getting thicker, and this is the time we will add the powdered spices. So I will be adding approximately 1.5 teaspoon of chili powder and 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Why we call this curry as Handi Kofta Curry? Because the masala or the curry is prepared in a pot which is known as handi. And whenever we do a cooking on a handi, the cooking is done on a slow heat for a long time. I always prefer to add chili powder and turmeric powder after the onions and tomatoes are partially cooked or they are almost cooked. Because if you are adding the chili powder in the beginning when you are sauteing your onions or when you are sauteing your garlic, the powders tend to get burned and they add a little bitterness in the curry. But if you are adding at the later stage, they will give a nice aroma and the color to the gravy. Now we can see the oil is coming on the side of the pot. It means the masala is almost cooked. At this stage, we'll just give one more mix in the pot, ensuring the masala is not sticking on the bottom of the pan. And this is the time I will add the cashew nut paste. Adding of cashew nut paste is optional. If you want to make a light, very home style gravy, you can avoid adding cashew nut paste and you can continue cooking the masala by adding some water to it. After adding the cashew nut paste and cooking it for approximately 4 to 5 minutes, I will be adding the water to the cooking pot. After adding the water, I will increase the flame and give a nice boil to the curry, ensuring there are no raw flavors of spices or any ginger or garlic that we have added in the curry. Now the curry is boiling. At this stage, I will reduce the flame and remove the scum from the surface of the pot. The curry is almost getting ready, and this is the time we need to infuse or add the flavors to the curry. So I have got some onion seeds here. So first we'll crush some onion seeds. After the onion seeds, I will crush some fennel seeds. After the fennel seeds, I will add crushed fenugreek leaves and one small ladle of cream to finish the gravy. Now at this stage, we'll cover the pot and we'll turn off the flame. We'll rest the curry and we'll start working with our koftas. Now for the koftas, first I will add the grated green papaya to the mixing bowl. Half a teaspoon of salt, chopped ginger, chopped coriander, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of garam masala. At this stage, I will mix all the ingredients. Now most of the time the papaya is high in water content. In that case, you apply the salt, garam masala, the coriander and ginger, leave it for some time, at least for 20 minutes to 30 minutes, then squeeze it nicely and then add gram flour to that. But in this case, the papaya is quite young, it's raw, so I have added the gram flour directly to the mixture. Now we have to mix all the ingredients nicely, and if we feel the mixture is soft and it's not firm or binding together, we can always add some gram flour to it. The kofta mixture is ready. We'll make small dumplings and I will be stuffing them with some cheese. So I have taken the mozzarella cheese here. So I am doing the stuffing of cheese, but if you prefer to add some nuts, you can always add some nuts. Now we have shaped the koftas. I will apply a little oil on the hands and will press the kofta one more time and we'll add the koftas to the frying oil. But we have to make sure that we should not overcrowd the frying pot. So you can see at this stage the koftas are nice, crispy and golden brown in color. Now the important thing here is that once you make the kofta, you will not be resting them inside the refrigerator. The moment you add the gram flour, the spices and the herbs, you make the dumplings, you make your koftas and straight away that will go to the oil. And the koftas are fried. This is the time I will add the koftas to the curry. cover the pot and give one gentle boil to the gravy so that koftas can absorb that gravy. And after that, the koftas are ready to serve. After one gentle boil, turn off the flame, and this is the time we can start serving the kofta curry. Garnish the kofta with some green coriander and fresh dill leaves, followed by some cream. And a small spoon of ghee, crushed fenugreek leaves. And I will be serving the handi kofta curry on the platter along with paratha. This is my version of simple home style handi kofta curry, and we have infused the flavors in the curries towards the end with some crushed fennel seeds and onion seeds along with some crushed fenugreek leaves, so that you can feel the freshness and the intensity of the aroma in the curry. Hope you enjoyed watching this recipe of handi kofta curry. Next time when you are going to the market, make sure you buy the green papaya from there and try this recipe in your kitchen. Looking forward to see you again in our next episode of Gourmet at Home.